Hello everyone, it's Danielle here for Clair Designs. In today's video, I'm showing you simple Copic coloring using an image from the Prized Life stamp set. Okay, so what I'll need to put this card together is first I'm using the Prized Life stamp set from Clair Designs. It's a stamp set of 10, has 5 images and 5 sentiments. I'm going to be using Copic colors, Copic markers, I should say. I'm using like a muted purple or muted violet tone. So you'll see, I'll do a snapshot for you here so you can see the colors that I'm using for the flowers. I'm also using a couple of card panels. The top card panel is going to be my image and sentiment. As you're looking at it now, and then I have a second panel that's going to go directly on top of the card base, and that second panel is like a lavender color, and that's to create a border. Okay, so this approach I'm taking to color the images, I have a set of 3 markers for the petals, a couple of markers for the leaves, and I think I use 1 marker for the middle of the flower. I take my darkest color, do the base of the flower. I follow with my mid-tone to draw out that dark color, and then I use my lightest tone to blend it all together. So dark, mid, light, and then it's applied to the base, mid, and then the tip of the petal. So that's the approach. For the leaves, or for the middle of the flower, it's just one color. I think I use a pale pink. I'm listing the colors of the markers on the upper left hand corner so you can see what I'm using. For the leaves, I use the 2 colors, YG colors, just to give it a blended look. Okay, I repeat that process for the rest of the flowers. And that's the bulk of the coloring. I mean, the bulk of this is coloring, but the complexity is more in the design of, in the card design. If I were to have physical stamps, I would have used a masking technique to, to, to achieve this look, right? So I would have placed a piece of masking tape in the middle of the panel and then stamped my floral images overlaying each other and using another piece of masking tape. I would stamp the image that I wanted first, so that can show in the front, and then you apply your masking tape and then stamp a flower to the right and the left to make that layered look. Alright, to assemble the card, I'm using my ATG gun on this panel to apply it to the lavender panel. That's leaving about 1/8 of an inch border on all sides. I used double-sided foam tape. Yeah, double-sided foam tape to apply this panel to the card base. And that gives it a little bit of dimension. I'm going to follow with adding my Wink of Stella for the shimmer, and then the glossy accents for the shine, and I leave it at that. Oh, one thing, I'm not sure if I mentioned this. I'm kind of taping this on a couple of different days. I'm doing a little bit at a time, but I think you may have seen earlier in the video where I used my colorless blender marker, and that was just to push that ink back into the upper and the lower parts of the image. There were a few places where it bled, and so I had to use that marker because I wanted that linear look on the top or above and below the sentiment. So you may have seen that earlier in the video. Also, I enlarged the sentiment, and the font was big enough for me to apply glossy accents onto the sentiment as well. So that gave it a like an embossed look and added more interest to the card. And I really like the way this came out. So take a look at the pictures at the end of this video so you can see all the details. I thank you for visiting and watching the video, sticking it through with me. I always appreciate your time. I ask that if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Feel free to add a comment. We like to interact. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you again for watching. You're going to see a few more images at the end, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.